on a Tuesday? I know. I'm crazy, right? I'm just, doing my thing. Mind me not. I need you. Boop, obviously gonna do myself first for this. Longer than average process. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Mine not that... You know what? Honestly, let me just see if I can find a better one online. Nobody's here yet, so it's not gonna kill me. Anyway, sorry for the whistling. Force a habit. Do. No. Damn, there aren't really any good ones. Oh, hey, stupid question. What would you call a podcast if you had nothing but talk on... Hold on, let me... What would you call a podcast if you did nothing but talk about random subjects? That's just an average podcast. If you want a title for it, depends on who you're talking to. I don't know, like, but you know, that's, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what you would call that. Honestly, been trying to figure that out myself. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. No, that's not what I'm looking for. No, hang on. Fuck. Fuck! Slap! Bitch! No. Man, nobody has any good ones for these. Wow, that's very unfortunate for me. Well, guess I'm going with what we got. And I guess this works, but... I guess that'll work, just for my own sake. What the fuck? I just need them in scale, dog, please. Thank you. Okay, that should do. I've been collecting references for this. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes. I just needed positioning references for these. So, let's get this down to a lower size. How big is that? Still too big. 7? 7's good. Okay, so I'm going to be doing some character design work from now on. I have an idea for it. We'll see how it works out. Not that one. I want to match these up because I'm going to get the arms. What do you think of Backrooms? Didn't go see it. I'm not a big horror guy, but I am happy that a YouTuber is making moves like that. That is cool. I just want the arms in the same position. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Why am I not just doing this? I want the shoulder generally to hit the same rough point. Perfect! Okay. I'm not gonna read all that. Do you know how much moolah it's made? Yeah, I've heard it's made quite a bit. Which is fantastic news. Again, very, very happy for the team behind that. So, how do I do my face? Oh, yeah. So it's kind of hard with all this stuff here, but I'll just... Damn it, I kind of need both, because I need the scale. Oh, shit! I now have a button for the stream where the voice actor is saying... Oh, dude, what? No, not the 6 Savenium, my friend, no. I do my heads a little differently than this does. These are just templates, by the way. I'm not tracing. I just want the general shape of my head to be right. So just, you know, for reference, that's what we're doing. I'm just setting up like a generalized template here. Shoulder line should be roughly there. Okay, that's good. I'm on the wrong layer again. Damn it. Oh, wait, one of these is supposed to be out further than the other. I'm trying to remember all my character modeling stuff. Forgive me. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I could just... Yeah, it's fine. Never mind. We'll just do this arm. I tend to give my characters big forearms. It's just a thing that I do. Not biceps, though. I made it... it made 125 mil. That's a lot. It's not much of a horror guy myself. I prefer comedy and action. Yeah, I'll probably go see it. Welcome, welcome, Mariah. I decided to start with myself because... But technically, I'm just building the base for everybody. And then we'll add a layer, and we'll just do the arm here. And do the corrective work that needs doing. And we can make a match. It'll be fine. The idea is that you make your characters... And remember, we're just doing this to get a baseline here. We're just establishing how this is supposed to look. But welcome, welcome. Glad everybody can make it. I tried to... I know it's still a little late. I'll try and do these earlier going forward, but I had to find a bunch of this stuff online before I could get started and reach out to, like, professors and stuff that I knew. So there's that. It was a whole, like, 5-minute process, you know. I mean, it wasn't a 5-minute process. Whatever. You know what I mean. It took me a minute. I had to find things to start on this. Yeah, but for my male characters, I typically do this, so... It's like more outstretched for unknown reasons. People do this, and I want to do it because... Oh, I get why. Because then you can see the rest of the arm. Okay. That makes sense. Now we should be able to hide you, because we don't need you anymore. I'll be passing out soon, she says, hopefully, yeah. Is it possible to do 7 months worth of math in one night? Depends on what kind of math we're talking here. Actually, I might want you. Because I like the proportions of this body a little bit better. Oh. Should probably do it on its own layer. What kind of math we talking here? We talking calculus? We talking basic 2 plus 2, or what? Like, what are we doing here, pal? And a roll in a dream, diabolical. That is bloody diabolical, Yui. Okay, we don't actually need this one. We'll go with this one. Actually, because I prefer to go with an A pose for this. Oh. Well, we want generalized shapes here. This is hard. It's harder than I remember it being. We'll worry about the feet after. We want to make sure that we get the legs right. Oh. Problem is symmetry. I'm not very good at symmetry. It's not my strong suit. I barely know. I watched 3 videos about it at the same time I'm trying to understand. How are you 7 months behind on your math homework, though? Like, what were you doing? What were you doing? Not doing your homework? You gotta be doing your homework, dog. What are you doing? That's a lot of math homework to be behind on. Were you not doing your homework? I don't think Mom would be proud of you for that. Moms like when you do your homework. At least that's what my mom always... She always wanted me to do my homework. I don't know. I don't know. I like this point here. Okay, let's hide all the references and see how we're looking. Close. It's close. Just withdraw. Just withdraw. Dude, if he's 7 months behind, I think he's past the withdraw date. Sorry. Sorry. These hips seem too wide to me. They don't read correctly. For a base model, they don't read correctly. That's better. I just want that general shape, so then I can build on characters from there. Hips don't lie. No, they don't. No, they don't. Apparently not. Apparently not. Fuck, these are really hard. I am, like, able to do character design work, but I haven't done it like this for a long time. Usually I get a pose in mind, like a base pose, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just do that. But when you're doing like 3D work, you can't really do that. And this is like a really, like, look at this. Like, look at how wide them fucking hips are. They got like a big ol' ass. It's wild. It's a wild ass. It's a big ass. I'm just gonna be honest. It's a big ass. I'm gonna do smaller tweaks. We'll see. I gotta figure this out. Yeah, that is like fucking hourglass figure ass. Damn, Jesus. Damn. I don't have an ass that thick. I'm sorry. I don't. Mariah can back me up on this. She knows. She's met me in person. If I'm doing myself, I gotta be honest. I got them skinny little toothpick. Well, no, I have muscular legs, but I don't have a... Surprising. Fuse is 6'2". Yes, I am tall. Oh, wait, where's Ash? Oh, that was Ash. Fuck, you guys have your names... Everybody's red and pink! I'm fucking blind! I hate that. No, I don't hate the colors. Oh, jeez. I like the colors you guys have picked. I get confused because I'm silly and dumb. Look, you're stupid. Look at you dumb. Alright, hang on. Here's what we'll do. We'll grab this general shape here for the foot. Remember, once again, we are building shapes out. We are building shape language here. We'll do the same. Oh, no, wait. There we go. See, that's what I was trying to do. Now we no longer need this. Now we just have to move these into place here. And here. Cancel. Don't play. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, I'm realizing now. Can I, like, move you without... Nope. This is an issue. I mean, it'll work, I suppose. Oh, yeah, because I can... Oh, okay. Yeah. This will be fine. This will all work out. Okay, so then we clean up this transition here so that these all make sense. All right. Now that's pretty good. Oh, yeah, with the hat riot. I've been accepted college. I have no reason to do this. This is more reasonable now. I mean, it's not perfect, but we can make adjustments. We just needed a sketch to start on the black lining. The toughest part's going to be the hair. Nope, that's about it. Making sure the hair looks right is like my #1 priority. Ah, fuck. I realized I just forgot something. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Dude, I forgot the ears. That was the reason I picked this one. It's because they draw ears like I do. Perfect. Problem fixed. Broken item. Fixed. Chat, I hope you're all doing well. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Right now our goal is pretty simple. We just want to translate the stuff I normally draw into like a 3-dimensional shape. That's the idea. And the only way to do that is to create a front, back, and side profile. After that, we're golden. And the reason I made the blue model basically naked is because I'm going to use it as like a guideline so that I can do myself and like any of the other characters that I plan to do. Like Myrrh and all the other people. Doing good, sick but good. Oh, that's right. You did say you were sick. Well, I hope you feel better. It's not exactly perfect, but it'll work. Beautiful. All right, now we're cooking. to all you creative people out there, know that I'm doing this because all of you. You're a big inspiration. Anyway, actually am getting ahead of myself a little bit too, because I have basically when I finished my 3D animation course, professor teaches it and the sort of like secondary course at the same time. So, like, the advanced versus the regular class, he teaches them at the same time. We have access to all their stuff. So, what I did was I looked, and I saw all of their lectures were posted, all of their, like, resources were posted. Everything they did was basically posted. So I just went and took it all. And we're not doing it exactly like they would. In fact, some of this stuff I think I'm doing the right way. I'm doing it a little bit better. Because, like, you'll see the model underneath this. That's actually the reference from class, but it's in the A pose. And the thing about A posing, or that's in the T pose, right? The arms out, assert dominance type deal. The thing about that is it's actually not the best way to 3D model anymore. Fun fact. Because of your hands. I'm going to teach you guys something. So, you'll see in a lot of, like, character sheets, the hands will be outstretched T-pose style, and they'll have the hands like this. Here, I can actually show you in the reference we got underneath here. See these hands? See this? Well, problem with that is, think about your hand, how it activates, like how it works, right? Do you wake up in the morning with your hand like this all the time? If you do, see a doctor, that's a problem. No, your hand when it relaxes is more like this. It's more like outstretched. See them hands? Yeah. So your hand is like relaxed, you know? You feel it. If you stretch your hands out like I am right now, if you stretch them to be like a 5, or like, even if you stretch them just to be like this, which it wouldn't be good for modeling anyway, you want all the fingers separated, but if you outstretch them like this, all these muscles are tensed. They're tensed up. But when they're relaxed, they're like this. That's the thing. When you're creating a 3D model that can move, you want to start in a relaxed position, because then all the bones, when you activate them, they don't cause as many rips and tears in the skin of your model. You can fix those, but it takes like 30 minutes to fix each one. It's easier if you start from a relaxed position and then move outward, because then as you move, you can see where the little tears appear in the model, and then you can fix them. And once they're fixed in motion, they don't break ever again. Whereas if you start with them in a position that would break them, and then have to go backwards, now you're fixing them multiple times to relax the hand. You don't want to do that. That's a fun little fact for you. Flash fact, if you will. So I'm creating these based on that principle. And while I would show you the 3D modeling process, like the pipeline of it all on stream, I can't. Because my PC cannot handle it. As far as I know, if I open Streamlabs and Maya at the same time, my PC will explode. And anyone who works in Blender is pretty confidently going to tell you the same thing, that unless you have like a real high-end machine, yo shit ain't handling that. It's not happening. Like, you think it was bad opening up Minecraft with all those crazy HD textures? Try loading Blender. Your PC won't survive the experience. I gotta tell you about a random anime movie I saw. It has Unreal World building, management, architecture, Tectonicrete. I blinked and it felt like I missed out on weeks worth of background animation. Damn. I gotta watch more anime. I never have time. I never get to watch any stuff. Like, I only get to watch the stuff I was committed to before I started working. at this point. That's how life is. I need to learn basic posing like this, how to draw them. The technique with it, you can find, like, reference sheets online. In fact, this is free. I found this shit on Google. This is on Google for free. You can get that off of Google for free. What the fuck is going on with my hair? I took a shower, like, right before I streamed, so it might, like, still be wet. I don't know. But anyway. Key takeaways, though. Yeah, when you're doing character design for a company, especially if they're going to translate a character into 3D, you do kind of have to have, like, a pipeline of, this is how I make these characters look digitally. Like, illustrating them, versus this is how they look in 3D. So you do a front, a back, and a side, because when you're working in 3D, you'll match up your design with the front, but if you turn it sideways, it's flat. So you have to be able to create volume, too, like the curve of the back, and the butt, and the backs of the legs, and the backs of the feet, and, you know, like, the hair on the back of the character's head. Like, if I'm looking at you right now, I'm flat to you. You can't see back here. But, if I turn this camera around, you can. So, that's all technique there. You know, it's not easy. And this is my first time doing it, so you're kind of learning as I learn. Technically, I kinda did it once, but I didn't really, because I was working off of another character's character sheet. And, like, translating stuff to make it make sense on my design. And I didn't really do it right, so... But yeah. That's the toughie. Also, happy, June, everyone, and any holidays or stuff that's celebrating. What is it, Pride Month? And there's like another one going on this month too. There's another holiday of some kind, or another, not holiday, another like awareness or something month or something. There's something else going on too. I've heard it. But happy all that to anyone who is participating or is a member of any community. I don't know. I mean, I know Pride Month, I could just say, well, happy Pride, but I was like, well, you know, I know, like, whatever. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Icelandic into... The fuck? Dude. No. Thank you. Thank you, Mariah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, we'll make the shoes around these, but... Because I gotta remember, he's got, like, big-ass shoes on most of the time. Because I got clown feet. Thinking about a redesign of Butch from the Rowdy Rough Boys from the Powerpuff Girls, or drawing Bonanza DK. Which one? Butch is the big one. You draw a lot of bigger characters. You should go for, challenge yourself. Pick the one that's the most challenging. That. There you go. That's my advice. Be challenged. 17th of June. I mean, I'm not from Iceland, so no, I probably won't mark my calendar, but you know, thanks anyway. But you know, happy Independence Day for you guys, I guess. Alright, we'll keep that. We'll hide this. That's pretty solid. Now we have to figure out how the hair works, how the clothes work, how everything works. So the hair is the tough part. So That's why I have this here. I gotta figure out how it looks in three-dimensional space. So, like, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I simplified it down, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's how I did it. Yeah. It starts where? It starts like... I started a project like this before. I don't want to change it, though, for the 3D model one. Like, I kind of want to go... because I want it to make sense. See, it's too big. Like, it's too big. This is an interesting conundrum. Well, I think, first of all, right here is going to be where these are. These little tufts. Right, that's how I do it, right? Because I've never drawn it at a front-facing angle. I tend to draw characters at, like, more creative angles than that, because I don't like drawing them front-on, because I'm lazy. Okay, that kinda looks right, but it still looks weird. And this is why I did this on stream, because I had to figure it out, and I knew I could get eyes looking at it. That'll make my life easier. So we'll leave that there. Hang on. And then the curve kind of feeds into the next one on each of these. Why did I pick such a complicated hairstyle? I hate it! Ah! It's like, if I expand it out, right? Then yeah, that looks more like the drawing, but the hair sinks below the ears. And I mean, my hair does not do that. My hair, like, it goes down back here, but like it ends like right here, the hairline. So the place where it gets cut. So honestly, yeah, that kind of is the spot for it. Maybe I just have to make some like tweaks to make it look better. So that's my problem right now, is I don't like the way it looks. I like it? Oh, okay, cool, thanks. I just gotta figure it out. Because, like, the way I'm thinking about it is, like, the fluffy part is gonna kind of be, like, facing forward. Or, well, like, it'll be facing up, but, like how you punk your hair. Like, it kind of leans just a hair forward. So I'm gonna have to come up with a way to make that make sense and translate it. And that's the thing I'm most worried about. Because I haven't been able to do it before. Okay, I think I'll leave it like that for now, and we'll start worrying about things like the eyes, nose, mouth, all that stuff. I gotta get the placement of those right, so the nose will be here, but I don't do complex noses like that, so there's that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the eyes like I do them, so... But positionally, they're gonna be in the same place as the reference drawing. And you start at a neutral expression, because that makes your life easier. Yours, mine, and everyone else's. We'll just... Oh! Actually, wait. And I just want to make sure I do the eyebrows the right way. Alright. Close that. And now we duplicate you and flip. And hopefully, perfectly translate this across. So it matches up. All right, that's the face. Yes! New challenges are fun. Yeah, they are, and I don't get to do them very often on stream, so being able to do this was kind of an instantly fun idea for me. It was like, oh. Why didn't I think of that part? I didn't draw the frickin' pupil. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Because you kind of need a pupil to function, like, as a human in, you know, society. Alright, that's pretty good. Maybe we tweak where the mouth is a little bit, and the nose. Like, maybe we move these up slightly. Give them more of a defined chin. Just little tweaks here and there to make things more palatable for the eyes. Perfect, perfect. This all makes sense so far. It's cute, thank you. I appreciate it. Because you're next. So... Yeah, I'm a mad scientist. I'm experimenting today. I'm gonna have fun. So I'm gonna leave this part here now. And the reason for that is... So now what we're gonna do... Because we do the clothes, if I'm not mistaken, the way the clothes work is you draw them on top in a different color. You put them on, and when you do, you put them on, you put them in a different color, you go, wow! What a different color. It's red! I don't know why I'm doing math, I can't sleep either. Just stop doing math, go to sleep! Must you do math? Is math required? Okay, we're gonna... What? Oh. We're gonna move you, like, here. Now we got to do the side profile. Now, the fun thing about a side profile that you guys probably don't know, is that with side profiles, you actually don't draw arms at all. You just don't do it. So that's kind of neat. Does anybody have an idea why? You remind me of Sleepy Joe. But does anybody have any ideas as to why we wouldn't be drawing a... Oh, well, actually, before I do anything else. Front. I have nothing better to do. I'm also 4 times overprescribed on my Adderall, so I can't sleep. Dear Lord. That's bloody diabolical, Huey. Anyway, if you don't have an idea as to why that would be the case, I'll tell you. Right here, right now. The reason that a side profile lacks arms is because in, like, 9 out of 10 circumstances, you don't model the arms from the side. You just don't do it. You just don't do it. It's just silly to do it that way. Oi, you. Homelander done f*** me bloody wife and kill me bloody son. Monsieur Butcher, I do not... Excuse me, sir. I do not believe that is how the comic goes. Are you sure you read it? Oi. And... Of course not. That's why we're bloody LARPing. Gotta do the ass in there. I get an ass on you, alright? See, that's what he's talking about. Alright, this is hurting my brain now. Why don't you do it, Fuse? Well, you don't need to. You were the one who did Oi Huey. You can't Oi Huey me and not expect me to do it. Have a laugh. That's what. Well, the reason you don't draw hands from the side is because while this is kinda helpful, I guess, like 9 times out of 10, at least for me, you're not modeling the arm from the side. Like, you're trying to match the arm up with this, and it gets more confusing when you have it there. So, you know, it's just kind of not done. Although some models you definitely do want to have it there. Like, I had it on one of my initial ones that I did. I had a, what's it called? A hand on the side, but, like, it's not entirely necessary. That's why most people don't do it. And that's an important distinction to make, you know. It's like, you don't, if it's not necessary, don't add it in, is basically the idea. So when you're drawing for, like, reference sheets, you don't want to add any detail that's not necessary. You might do a little action shot on the side, show the character moving or doing a pose, just to give people an idea of, like, the feel for how they're supposed to move, or, like, what they're supposed to look like in movement. But you don't, like, draw them excessively. Because when you do that, you create problems. And you don't want to create problems for the animators, because they won't like you. And if they don't like you, you're fucked. You're cooked, bro. It's Jover. You're by done. You're looking like Sleepy Joe. And let me tell you, you don't want to look like Sleepy Joe. You don't want to. You don't want to look like him at all. That would be really bad for you to look like Sleepy Joe. Anyway, that part's done. Have a lop. We're building these profiles here. We're building this idea of space. We're building character. I don't do my noses like that, but that's fine. And then we want the full size of the head here. Okay, now we're talking. It's a little thin, we can tweak. But yeah, the idea is like this iterative process that you're going through. You're building, because especially in 3D, like it's a lot of like working around things, like, because you got to think when you're drawing, you're implying the idea of stuff, right? Like, you can imply that a character has, like, a big, like, you can imply that a character has a left foot without showing their left foot, right? But in 3D, if you want the character to move, the left foot has to be there. So that's the tweak of the chemistry that you kind of have to play around with, is like, how do I do that? You know, how do I create this impression that something is there, but isn't there, but also is there? It's kind of complicated, but it's fun. It's very fun. It's very, very fun. And very rewarding if you pull it off. We don't need the second leg for that. I don't even know why that's there. That's actually based off of a 3D model, but we're not doing that. We're basing it off of a 2D one. Because we can. And I want to. That's why. Oh, I'm on the wrong pen. Good news is it's very easy to, like, once you have a character, it's basically like an action figure. You have it forever until you break it. You break it, you buy it type of situation. Like, you know, you have your character. You can use them as long as you want. But, you know, sometimes the toy will break and you'll have to fix him. And by break, I mean, like, you'll twist an arm too much and then the program won't like it, and then you'll be, like, fucked and have to kind of figure out, like, okay, well, what part of this did I mess up here? And then once you figure it out, you're golden. You go back and you fix it. I've had that experience myself. Many, 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 many times more than I'd like to admit. It's pretty hard to do some of this. But that's why I'm practicing, because, like, the guys that make, like, all the Star Wars animated shows use the same program that I've learned. You know, so if... I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I want to be able to do cool stuff and get a job doing it. Because if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. But that takes a lot of patience and practice, and this is that practice. I'm literally building toys to practice with. Don't take that out of context. That sounded really bad when I said it out loud. It sounded way better in my head. Anyway. I hope you all have things you're passionate about achieving. The viewers at home. All... Holy crap, 5 of you, damn. What are you guys doing up so late? No, I'm kidding. The good news, or should I say easy news, is that once I have the character mocked up, all I have to do is practice a little bit with, like, designing them, and I'm good. Plus, I've never drawn some of these features on my characters from, like, the side before, so I don't really know how they look. We're gonna figure it out together! And the best part is, once I 3D model him, I can pose the model however I want, and then draw an illustration around that. So if I want him, like, jumping out of an explosion, bam, I can do that, and then just do a drawing stream with that pose. I don't need to look up reference poses, like, ever again once I have a 3D model, because as long as the anatomy works, I can just do it. That's the fun. That's the best part. Well, on this one, I suppose I don't actually need to do much of that, do I? And then we'll come up the side to finish off this chin. Give him an ear. And the way that you do these, like, side pieces, by the way, that's fun, is you basically select both sides at the same time, so when you're building them, you can't see it, but you're building the other side to be the exact mirror image. Or the way my professor taught it, which is fun. Oh, thanks for being it. No, I appreciate that, Merc. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be cool. I actually asked him specifically last night, because I was thinking about doing yours. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do you or me first, but I was like, I'll do mine, because frankly, I have more references that I can draw from. But turns out right before the stream, he DM'd me back and he was like, yeah, female characters are like pretty much the same. He's like, you just have to accommodate for like different, like, what's it called? Shape language. So instead of building with cubes, you build with like round shapes for female body stuff. Cause like there's more like rounded curve to like shoulder blades and things like that. Instead of like having flat surfaces, they're more rounded out. I was like, oh, huh. He's like, yeah, but you really just use rounded cubes and you're pretty much, it's the same thing. I was like, oh. He's like, here's a bunch of character sheets for it. I was like, oh, thanks, great. Well, too bad I already set up the project file to do myself. I would have just done her first. And that would have made my life a whole lot easier. But whatever, you know. It's fine. It's fine, I guess. Okay, here comes the hard part. I have no idea how to draw this at this side. I don't know what to do. I know one of these will have to go this way. And one of these will have to go this way. Fuck. See, this is the hard part. This is the part I don't know how to do. I'm not good at it. Yet. I don't know how to make this all make sense. I know it can theoretically make sense, but it's like, how do I bend the shapes in the right direction? Yeah. This is gonna be fun. How do I? Oh, wait. Oh, he does! Oh, shit, that's not good. There. That's pretty good, I guess. We will Control X these. Add new layer. Control V them. Control D that. Alright, cool. We're good. Huh. Huh. This is really awkward. the fuck? Oh, I get it. Okay. But then we've got yeah. Okay, so then like this, I guess. See, I don't like them going up that high. Damn it. It's more like this, I guess. It's just such an awkward fucking shape. Where does it sit? Does it sit forward or backward? Like, where does the hair curve forward? Like, that's the tough part. That's the kicker. I always kind of imagined it being more like volume. Really, it's this side that's the problem. Like, I could just do this. And then this. Like, something, you know, I don't know, something like that. That would be great, but I can't. And this is exactly what I got stuck on before. Like, I know how to draw him from behind, but I don't know how this makes sense in this sort of space. If I could figure it out, if I could fucking figure it out, I would be cooking right now. I would be cooking so hard. I'd be like Chef Ramsay in this kitchen. But it's just stumping me. This now doesn't look right. Like this side might be correct. Maybe. Probably not. Possibly. We'll see. I don't know. It's just a hard design to translate into 3D. But it is my big guy, so... Wait, did I fucking do it? It seems short now. That's the problem. Because I know that has to be at the top, so... It's something like this. Theoretically. Something like this. Probably. We'll see. Maybe. Half and half. To a degree, this is it. Actually, wait, what if I attach this to this? Free transform. We'll pull this. Pull this out. The beauties of modern fucking computers, I swear. Look at that. Now that is almost where I want it to be. But I do want it a hair more like that. Like, if we could do something like this. I don't know, I'm spitballing here. Oh, shit! No. Control D. I actually kind of like that. But now... a bit more like that. And then we pull this in, maybe pull this corner in, pull this corner up. Make sure these are touching. Ah! That's all I wanted to do, was just deselect it. Jesus. Okay. I think that's pretty close. We have to do the back of the head, so we have to do the, like, excess hair. So the neat part about these is that they do connect over top of these guys, which means these guys are actually a bit more recessed in physical space. We can turn free transform off now. And then we can erase this part, erase this part. Now we have to add another layer and do, like, the back of his head. Which, for me, kind of looks like this. But then it's, like, stubbly down here, so I gotta figure this out. Kind of like... kind of like that. So we would mess with this a little bit. Give that some ripple to the back of it. We can turn this off now. This is no longer necessary. We also don't really, realistically need this either. Or this. I don't know how this fucking turned back on, but okay. I don't know, I'd say that's pretty good. The tough part's creating the volume for it. I don't know if I still have this right. Like, it still kind of feels off to me. In some way, this hair still feels off, but we're gonna leave it. It's easier for, like, normal-looking hair. I don't know why I designed my character's hair the way I did. And I'm starting to think I might change it to something else along the way. Maybe. We'll see. Because I know... Yeah, I did kind of make it push forward here. Dude, this is so hard. Because it kind of leans forward, so like this side in particular. So these two are right. Then these are wrong. Man, this shit is insane. Insanely annoying. It's tough. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying, I swear. So damn frustrating because I want it to look right. I really, really do. I'm a little baby gremlin man today. I don't know. It's fucking weird. It's annoying. Because I want there to be volume back here, too. Wait. Like, it should look like this, almost. Like, if we just make 25 a little quieter for a second. Like, it should be like this. Maybe I have to, like, actually draw out the triangles for it? Hmm. Yes, sides. Yes, I am here. As everyone requests, always, more late night Fuse streams. Yes, that's what everybody wants. They want these. They only want these. This is what they want all the time. 24/7, 365, baby. You know what's up. Okay. It's practically morning. Yeah, fucking, because you live in a glacier. I don't know, man. It's not morning for me. Might be morning for you. So stupid head ass. What you talking about, boy? Still looks weird. Something about it's still off. Pull them triangles back up. I think this one's off. Should be more like this. This one's off. Should be more in line like this. And then this one should be like this, maybe? So let's try that again. See, chat? Challenge yourself. I always tell you guys to do it. Now I'm practicing what I preach. See, this, though... will be visible over top. Something tells me this one would look better if I went this way with it. Turn the tries off. Pretty close. This is perfect. Now that I'm looking at it, that's perfect. You gotta hit the hay. Dog, it just turned midnight for me. You gotta hit the hay, Captain Adderall. Get some sleep, dog. You got into college. You don't need to be doing this no more. You're done. It's good. You win. You won. Doing this is tough. You know what? Out of curiosity, too, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna get a line. Well, this... Oh, I get it. I get why it's looking wrong. This isn't extending far enough either. Boosh! Got it. Yeah. Thank you for the hydrate sides. Very much appreciated. No, it looks weird from the side because it's supposed to. These things tend to look weird from the side. Like, illustratively... whatever, you know what I'm saying. I'm working on character design stuff sides for 3D modeling work. It's a lot of silly, goofy activities going on. I think that should be good. I mean, we could tweak it later, but I want to do the back while I'm here. And then we can go through and do the clothes. Yeah, that should do. Why? Dude, fuck! Stop! Stop it! Side. That's the side profile of everything. No, cancel. What the fuck? Just dragging them in here. Alright. Oh, you can't move them at the same time? Okay. Well, actually, we really don't need the side profile up for this part. But yeah, I'm in the midst of doing some 3D character modeling work. I'm learning it, and I wanted to do my character for it and make like a 3D render of him. And so, I'm going to. And I'm gonna have him have bones so he can move. And then I can put him in videos and stuff and be like, boom, you looking for this? You heard me. And I can make him with default materials in Maya. I don't even have to, like, try. Huh, it's got the ghosting of another hand down there. That's funny. Alright, let's go make some crazy money. Okay, and then we go here. And we go here. Ah, yes! I love being irresponsible! What's up, Face Truth? For those of you joining late, I am doing... I'm learning 3D animation, or I learned how to do it, but I've never done a custom character in it before. And in the second unit of the class I took, our professor teaches that. So I was like, well, What if, hypothetically speaking, I just did that? So I'm going to. Have you seen Worth Kids Blender tutorials? They're awesome for mixed 2D and 3D work, in my opinion. I have not, actually. I have not. I've watched a little bit of... Was it Katsune Academy or Kitsune? I don't know what it's called. Coincidence? I think not! Yeah, I do know how to do it, though. It's just like doing the character sheet stuff I haven't done before, but I know how to model and create characters. It's just a long process. I would show you guys the actual modeling stuff. Believe me, I would. Like, I actually could. Nice, that'll be cool. Yeah. I actually would show you guys the modeling part, though, but the problem is that my PC physically cannot handle me running both programs, like Streamlabs and that at the same time. Like, I suspect it will cause a lot of lag, because it's a lot of RAM that it uses. So, I'll just create the character sheets on stream, and then once I get my new PC and it can handle it, I'll show you guys how far I am. And who knows, maybe by the time I get the new PC, I'll be able to do one all the way through for you guys, and you can see the whole process. Right now, I have to, like, look at tutorials, like, while I'm doing it, too, so it'd be kind of awkward for you guys to watch. But, I am, like, I know how to make, like, complex models. Like, I've done the rigging portion as well, so I can make one that, like, their fingers all move, and they can talk, and, like, their hair sways with the wind, and all that crap. I can do all that, but I'm only a beginner. I'm only a beginner. Actually, this will work. Because even though the hands will be backwards for this section, the shoulder blades will not. So I can do our shoulders based off the other ones. And I can do our body based off the previous one. And our legs. But yeah, so it's a lot of fun. 3D work is tough. Like, if you've never done it before, it's very hard. But it is very rewarding. Which one's lined up here? One of you is lined up here. Yeah, that one. Them big ol' ass. Yeah. Yeah, but it's tough. I mean, like, I'm not a professional yet. But I would like to be. Like, I'd like to offer this as one of my commissionable services in the future. Right now, I only do 2D art, commission-wise, but, like, within the next several months, I'd like to update my commissions and be like, yeah, you can totally commission 3D work from me. Totes. I'll do it. I'll do it right now, man. I'll do it right now, man. But right now, I have to, you know, get my skill up first, and then we can worry about all that. But yeah, hope you're all doing well tonight. Whatever you're working on, hope you're having fun. Why did I fucking delete that? Oh my god. Okie dokie then, mates. The reason I do these in blue, by the way, I do all my sketching in blue. I used to do it because I would just convert the sketch layer into black, but then I realized, I was like, oh, well, I actually prefer, like, hand drawing this stuff. So I started just doing the sketch layer in blue and then drawing over it, but then I'm looser with the blue strokes because it's easier to see where I'm messing up. Okay, so now we draw the rear hands, trace over them, and we'll have the, like, blank template character model. And then what you do after that, from what I've seen from all the examples, is you take a different color, i.e. red, which is probably what I'm going to do, and you draw the clothing and any accessories on top of the character in a separate color. So that way when you're modeling the base body, you follow the black lines, and then when you model the clothes on top of it, you follow the red lines, and it's like a iterative process. Also, pro tip, again, to those of you who want to get into 3D modeling, one thing that I did not know until this class, but I've done other 3D work before and I did this wrong, was don't T-pose your characters, because when you T-pose them, their hands are like this, right? Their hands are like that. You don't want that. This is bad. This is very bad. I'll tell you why. When your hand is resting, here, I'm just gonna let my arm kind of dangle here. See that? Or, like, not even that. It's kind of hard to show, but, like, when your hand is resting, this is how it rests. This is the resting pose of your hand. You know, it wiggles around, but it's resting. This, all of these muscles and bones are contracting. And they're, like, tightening up, right? You can feel it if you do it yourself. You can feel it. These muscles all tighten up when you take your hand from rest to fully extend it. Now, yeah, you can model all these fingers and stuff, but problem is, this is the end point of an animation. Your hand is supposed to go from resting to that. Like when you wave to someone, you notice that? If I slow my hand down, your hand basically goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if I go like this, this is the final pose. So now what you're doing is when you start building the bones to make this move, you're going to have problems getting it back into that relaxed state. But if you build it in the relaxed state, you can more easily correct, because when it bends, your skin weights, which is a whole different thing in 3D, for those of you that don't know, will react to that bend straightening out. And for, like, cylinder objects like this, like when I did it on a lot of my models, you don't really have a ton of issues. You might have to hammer a couple skin weights to, like, flatten out areas that are, like, popping a little bit, but most of the time, looks fine. Now you know. Oh, wait, nope. And that is why you don't mess with the goat. Like right around there. Should be good. Fuck. Alright. Yep. There's our backwards figure. Perfect. And now we go... Oh. Boosh. Oh, damn it, I forgot to do the ears again. The character I'm referencing from has a hat on, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. That's better. Boop. And now we can move on. Oh. Somehow hid that layer. Weird. I'm trying to be as symmetrical as possible with this because I want the designs to match. Okay. And I think from now on, for the next few drawing streams, you'll be seeing a lot more of these types of streams where it's like, you know, I'm drawing this character and making them from scratch, basically, and just building these references. But eventually, you'll see on, like, Instagram and stuff, if you follow me on there. Instagram, Fustas Art on Instagram, if you're looking for my professional work. You'll see a little bit more of my, like, 3D stuff. On the Instagram. And that's because I want to showcase that I can do it. So if you're interested in seeing some of that, you can find it there. With that said, though, a lot of my 3D work is specifically designed for, like, animating and things like that. A lot of people will do 3D art stuff for 3D printing and other reasons, but I don't know how to do any of that, so it's just me being honest. That is the reason. Like, I've 3D printed once in my life. Probably several dozen... Well, probably like a dozen years ago. Like, I was like 12 or 13 when I did it. No, that's more like... Oh shit, that is like 12 years ago. Jeez. Man, I feel old. Anyway, regardless of all that. At least for this phase of the design process of building out my 3D animation portfolio, I'll have some streams for you guys. So that'll be exciting, I hope. And you'll get a lot of fun stuff out of all that. Really, the biggest hurdle will be this initial part. Once I'm in it, I get to follow like a bunch of tutorials and stuff like that, and that will hopefully make my life very easy. Probably. Maybe. Half and half. 50-50. We'll see. It might make my life easy. Maybe. I just hope that this sheet works. I've never made one before, so we're gonna see if it even functions properly. Where's here? That's like right there. That's like. Pull up the... not that one. Yeah, but there is no cutoff line there, huh? Okay, good. Good. Just showing where the neck connects back there. Okay, interesting. I remember a few years ago I tried to do this and it was horrible. Because when I tried to do it initially, I'd only done ZBrush, and I hadn't really learned how, like, the pipeline for creating a 3D character really works. Okay. Yeah, I think that's solid. Except for the side one. I do think that his foot... because my foot is. His foot, in turn, must be longer. Not quite as long as that guy's boot, but still pretty long. And we are all set. Okay. Really? This was all I needed for it? Oh, wow. Okay. I guess we'll just make a folder and call this back. And grab these two. Throw them in there. We can delete this guy. He's no longer necessary. Okay. And from there, I suppose the only logical thing to do would be to why this is a pickle. Not entirely sure what I want to do now. So I gotta do the clothes. Right. So we'll change you to red. We'll go to a pen. And we'll copy paste this, copy paste this, and copy paste this. Bring these all up to here. Merge them all down. Hide all these. Okay. Now we can take a regular pen, get our reference back up for these clothes, and start cooking. So from a front angle, I want the collar to be kind of like we are drawing on 49, aren't we? Yeah, we can't be doing that. I want this collar to pop out, but not that far, like here. Then we got our, but it goes into about here, comes out about there, like so, with the light strip going down. Then we're gonna, Well, actually, if the ship matches exactly the same, how do you, what? Oh, I get it. Okay. So now I gotta make some clothes for him. Collar for the t-shirt, because he is wearing an undershirt under this. I'll go like so. Probably go down to his waist here. And then we go back to our red and go up top. Go over top of this guy. Got these wide and puffy forearm things that lead into these little cuffs here. Maybe not that wide and puffy, but pretty wide and puffy. Oh, I get it. Okay. That's how I draw them. This is slightly going to be offset. The inner facing part is going to be slightly offset from the outer facing part. Uh-huh. And then we go down like this. Oh. Oh, cool. Nice. Thank God for that. And then we go, it wraps. And then we're gonna grab you, come down like so. Erase this. How far? Does it reach that far? Yeah, it's pretty damn close. Okay. So that base model underneath, still visible, but we have the ones with the clothes now. We do the pants, and then we figure out how to do these damn shoes from the front. Oh, yeah, so if I want it on his right side, I think I do. So the patch would go like, that's his left, so this is my right? Yeah. So then, sometimes I even forget. There's that. That all matches up. Let me check something real quick. Oh, he just did that all in black, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Oh, finally, good Pokemon music. The t-shirt under in blue, I just have there because I want to have it for my own reference. Okay, and then the shoes. This is the hard part. So from the front, they kind of would have this area going on here. And then, like, this divide be like here, crossing over. Control D, like that. We can erase the top here. Flip you, okay. Okay. So that's like the front-facing look. Oh, wait, we didn't do the, Well, first of all, we can merge this down. So we gotta do... Let's go on here. Oh, that's why. Yeah, okay, that's everything, I think. For the front-facing look, anyway. So what we would do then is turn this back up, and then turn this down to... Can I change the number? Fine, 52 is fine. See, because now you can see all the clothes on top, you can see where everything goes, but the black lines are the most clear because that's what we're actually drawing, or modeling, or whatever. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's very good. I'm actually going to save this here. Boop! And just for good measure, hit File, Save. I don't think we'll get to do the side and the back on stream. I'll probably do those off stream and then do this again next week. And do like Mariah and Locke and whoever else I have images hanging around for that I can do. But once I have those, then we'll do some fun stuff. You know, then I get to start modeling them. So I'll probably start modeling this one ASAP. Like I'll just start doing it once all the clothes and stuff are drawn in. I'll just start doing it. But once that's completed, then I will start modeling this one out, and hopefully it'll all look good. That is the hope. God, that is the hope. I really hope I can make this look good from the side, because it is going to be a nightmare if I don't. But if I pull it off, and I make my own character look cool, there's no doubt in my mind I can make the others look cool. And then I'll make stuff with it. I was thinking of doing the little, like, sub notifications that pop up when you subscribe to the channel on stream. I was thinking of changing those to be, like, the 3D render of Fuse doing stuff, like saying... like doing the little, or like thumbs up or something. I don't know. Something fun and quirky. Because while I love the Oshawott line in Pokemon, I don't own them. And I would rather all of the assets on the channel be mine. Yeah. So with that being said, I think I'm going to wrap up here. So thank you all so much for watching tonight's stream. If you did enjoy and you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow on Twitch if you haven't already. That goes for Twitch viewers as well. I know we had a lot of people here at the start of the stream. hope you guys enjoyed, first of all. And beyond that, if you're looking forward to more art streams, let me know. And if you are following on Twitch or subscribed, there's new sub emotes, new sub badges, and new follower emotes, all drawn by me, all for you to enjoy. So, check those out if you haven't already. And yeah, it's been real. Have a wonderful day, guys. You've all been great tonight. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.